Yeah. Hello. Boop. There we go. Now I'm over here. Hello. Ba, 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 ba. Hello Squid, hello Foamy, hello Wilson, hello Fancy. Welcome in. Hope y'all doing good today. Ba, 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 ba. It's Cat. Yes, it's me. It is me, Cat. Thank you, Squib. Ba, 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 ba. I hope y'all doing well today. I am, as you can tell, a little bit later starting than I normally would be. Because I have been... Ah! There it is. I've been cheesed. But yes, I've been a little busy this morning. And by this morning, I mean a good portion of the day. So now I'm here to vibe. I'm vibing in my lane. Moisturized. Thriving. Blah, 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 blah. I hope you're all doing well. Wow! Thank you for the well, not the resub, that's the watch streak. Thank you for the watch streak. Jesus Christ, I gotta get those notifications correct. You can tell I've been running constantly today. Meow. Sorting the deluge of pesterings that ZZZ is throwing at me. Understandable, Squid. Understandable. I sat and watched Genshin update while I was getting ready. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Meow, 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 meow. Has another outfit. I've looked at it 3 times and not buying it. Clear the notifications. It's bothering me. I have also been feeling that about the notifications because, like, spoiler alert, I also have them on my phone because sometimes when I'm running behind, I do my daily so that they have a standardized reset time. Also when I'm out, I do my dailies. That's why I have so much for the pulse. My discount banner, because until I get a... It's kinda useless. Oh dear. Red exclamation point. I don't get bothered. I mean, I really don't. But then again, like, the dailies take all of, like, maybe like 20 minutes. Maybe like 20 minutes at most. Genshin's I've been doing the one thing for like 5 weeks to get a free constellation for one of my 5 stars. Not too terrible. Or seed, so she's struggling. Hmm. I have just been using Yadari and proceeding to nuke everything that exists. Yadari exists. Enemies do not. Meow. Anyways, I am doing the extent of winging it today, because, like, I did not have time to really set anything up before stream, aside from stream itself. So this'll be real funny today. Xiao, Jialan, and Yi. Mm-hmm. Understandable. Feel great to play? Mm-hmm. It's for the upgrade material. Lowest level going in $50 as fast as possible. I mean, it honestly, yeah. It's just way better, honestly, to do that. Simply want stuff from the bosses of the longest mandatory invincibility period, so each round still takes a minute plus. Yep. Yep. But like that's absolutely one of those things where like if it actually gave a whole hell of a lot more for doing the harder versions, I would do the harder versions. But it doesn't really, so you know, if it relatively gave you more stuff depending on how hard it was, maybe. But if it doesn't, fuck that difficulty, I'm grinding. Yeah. 50% of my time is actually fighting them. Majority of each cycle is waiting for things to load, waiting for the animations to play. It's so true. It's so true. Ugh. Goddamn. Go ahead, make reduce rewards compared to manual play, but you literally can't reduce it further. It's so real. Uh, I mean, I get it. Like, I've always thought that, like, with the way that the grind stuff on Zenless is set up, that like if you can complete it with a certain rank a certain number of times, you should just be able to auto complete it. Because like the grinding stuff is not the super fun part. Like you literally have like I'll be honest, I think I've only played Hollow Zero like once. I think I've literally only done it like once. Uh, yeah, I think I've literally only done it fucking once. I think I did the fucking tutorial and then I just like haven't jumped into it again because by the time that I get done with the dailies or if I do like the story and stuff, I just don't feel like doing the other modes. Uh, this stuff in over a year. It's like I like the game. I like the gameplay quite a bit. or infinitely spin. I will say, like, Yadari and Caesar combined are really, really funny. And I hate it because, like, there's so much loot to get out of it, but there's so much fiddle. Yeah, like, I only recently started doing the, I only recently started getting discs for my characters. Like, no joke, I only recently started actually, like, building my characters. Because, like, honestly, once I got Caesar, I didn't really need a whole lot. Caesar just kind of really carries a team pretty damn hard to the max level cap, which is why I'm going after the boss stuff now, because I actually can upgrade skills to max now. True. That's another reason for a while I didn't really like bother too much, because I don't think for a while I had any at like max. I was just kind of like going. People can't. That special item you need to finish each skill that I have 18 of because I haven't been doing the battle modes. Yeah. Yeah. Then again, like for a while I just have not had the drive in between to get back into the story because I need to dedicate more time to each of the respective games to do the story. Yeah, no, when you got a character like fully upgraded and can actually like use the stuff, it makes a little bit of a difference. Something about that in the survey I filled out. Maybe. But yeah, no, like I'm I'm still behind on Star Rail, but I think that's the one. Actually, no. I'd say I'm probably equidistant to catching up in both of the games. Genshin, I'm so fucking far behind, but then again, I don't really feel like playing a whole lot of Genshin. Just because it is still the stingiest of the three. The game will give you a summary of patches 2.0, 2.4, so you can start at 2.5 and fill in the gaps later. That's still just... I appreciate it, but it still just feels kind of weird for me. I like playing stuff in order. Yeah. I like playing stuff in order. Alright. I got a little bit. I need to like catch up a little bit more. I'm not in too much of a hurry to catch up with Star Rail aside from getting caught up on Amphorius' stuff. Yeah, I'll have to vibe with the script. What's up, Wilson? What's up? Relation, but that's it. Yeah, I got a giggle out of Sparksy. That's that's still really funny to me. Back, are you in Star Rail? Uh, not not as far back as I was. Definitely not as far back as I was. Yes. Basically, yes, that. It's just long. It's just real. Ah! It has been long. Very long. It, the thing is, like, it's not even just that it's fluff. It's good. They did get really floral with the writing though. They got really flowery. Uh Basically know what happened. That's fair. I have been doing as best as I can to avoid spoilers. The only thing that I the other thing that I can say is I'm glad that it's good and not how fucking the goddamn monkeys felt. Jesus fucking Christ. Squid bore witness to how vitriolically upset the entire first half of that fucking patch. My my bloodlust was only like reduced by the introduction of Rekka and Boot Hill appearing. uh Yeah, that's an actual story patch, June. It's an actual story patch, and it is, I believe, like, universally panned as being probably one of the worst patches. It is pretty fucking bad. The second half of it is infinitely better, but the first half is so goddamn terrible. Yeah, no. I was also gonna say the fucking uh the swearing, the censored swearing kind of made me a little happy. Uh God, I want to see Rekka. I really do want to see Rekka because good character. Real good character. There's no background music. Yeah, I know there's no background music. I shut the music off when I switched over to this because I'm just here. I'm existing. Currently, right now, I'm doing a little bit of ranting. This character isn't doing nothing with. Uh, you know, I would say that they kind of have a habit of doing that, like stares at fucking Baiju that was in the game for like literally almost 3 years before he was playable. Stairs. They totally don't have a history of doing something like that. Duke Inferno and 80% of his jokes. I'm not gonna lie, there is a part of me that respects the fact that they introduced Duke Inferno and then it killed that motherfucker off screen. Uh, bitch, you're in my spot. I like the fact that basically, like, Acheron killed that man so fucking hard that none of the Everflame Manor appeared until no one else from the Everflame Manor appeared until recently. That's how you know somebody got the shit beat out of them. Fucking people getting beat so bad that people in correlation to them don't want to show back for like a year. Oh, oh, it's so good. Poking back out has me thinking the rest will probably show. I mean, to be fair, I think they should, since they had to pivot their original idea of what was supposed to come next. Stairs. Stairs. I love stories having to pivot and go back to Space China. Stairs. The girl with the Reaper stand. That was a really cool idea. Not again. Uh, Space China. You do. It's like, yeah, you do know that the second character that's coming after Sparksy is the one of the other generals. Uh, yep. She's the strategist. Mm-hmm. She is the strategist, the one that was involved in that meeting in the last time we were there. The Yuchoi? I think. I think that's the one she's in charge of. And half of the patches are Space China. It's been so, we've been there so many times. We've been there so many times. There's only so much you can do with those. I know they have a lot of different ships, but my god. She stays. Back to the Bafu. The Lucas story, but come on. Yeah, no, there's only so many times you can go to any of the Genjo locations. There's only so many times. Force redirected like this. I would assume not the best. I'm gonna assume the switch up patch is probably not going to feel super great story wise. Or it's going to feel a little rushed. Monkeys are optional. I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't put it past them to have made it optional because I don't even think they enjoyed that after the fact. Let me guess, the giant lady's gonna show up again. I mean, Fantalia shouldn't show up again. Shouldn't. At least not anytime soon. Joe's stories are lackluster, but that would include spoilers for Emphorius. Yeah. Gonna keep making you sick, giant lady. Be hilarious. Go the 4 Kids Phoenix, right? Uh, I I don't know what they're gonna do. Bad character to use. Uh, Probably. I hope so because like I would imagine the initial patch for it is gonna be kind of rough, but then after like the pivot, the stuff after that will be like purposely done for it. Donut. Let's go get hamburgers. Oh, I gotta find the one like classic anime moment. Uh, uh, but yeah, no, like finding out that they had to they were heavily encouraged to do a pivot definitely does not fill me with a whole lot of interest in getting to that part faster when it drops. Although I'm not going to complain about Sparksy, even though it's really fucking funny to me. It's so funny. It's so funny. I can't wait to see all of the eventual memes that pop up of look at what they took from us. Remember what they took from us. Because I know it's absolutely going to pop up. Uh I'm gonna be honest, that work in progress stuff probably does not exist anymore. That stuff probably got buried when they got told to pivot. That stuff is probably hidden somewhere, if it does still exist. The fact that I know what happens in that shit is longer than the entire rest of the main plot. Hidden away until they can use it again. Yeah, like nobody's gonna see that. That work in progress stuff is not going to see the light of day until they can use it again. That is like the one thing that if it does appear, somebody is getting beat. And that's not hyperbole. That is a fact. Uh fucking days. Oh, I mean, I wouldn't be that far behind if I'd actually like kept up with it, but me having to take a break from doing the story to take care of other stuff, it's so far behind. They missed a spot on launch. I doubt it. I doubt they would for this. If you know the context of why they pivoted, I doubt they missed anything. I really doubt they missed anything. Right, Squid? Right? I sip. I sip. Uh, hello. Welcome, welcome. Welcome in. He's localization mentioning Edo Star. Oh, someone I will tell you this, Wilson. If there is an accidental mention of it, someone's probably gonna get fired. I would not doubt it. Welcome in. I have been ranting a little bit while I decide what to say. But yes, it's one of my favorite tags. Yeah, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Need to blush. You appear strong. It's so real. Sorry, the size game. It does have a lot of size stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's more so that. Even though the main studio has moved out, it is still like a large portion of their player base. But yeah, we'll see how they do from there. You know, that's true. I I love Momo plushes, emotes. They're cute. They're real cute. That's good. Load into confetti. Mood. Such a mood. Ba 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 ba. Goes to bully more. Wasn't easy for upgrade shit. Real. So real for that, Squid. There's a lot in the animations, but it does also make sense that uh a lot of the people at the top of Star Rail are pretty big fans of FGO. ZZZ, the Naturesaurus, we talked about them? Yeah. You know, I will say, Fancy, I like that they actually have a robot form. I just kind of wish that they were just robots. That may just be me. I think it would have been really cool if they were just robots. Meow. Blah, 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 blah. Also trying to remember the last time that I actually played FGO. It's been a long time. I got King Protea and then I was like, yeah, I'm like good for a while. Like the sort of reverse VTuber thing they got. Hmm. I'm still a little like sad about missing Yalin. Blah, 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 blah. Hmm. She also has the funny portals. I like that they literally, yeah, I like that they literally have a character that uses size portals. Like, I know we joke occasionally about artists poorly disguised fetishes. But like, there's a very small list of people that would have thought of that idea. There's a very small list of people that would have thought of that exact idea. uh. That's. I need to actually see that. That sounds really fucking funny. Fupa. I love. I just love all of the funny like memes and art that came from that. It was really great, and also the one person that the few people that decided to mod Dialin's attacks because of course they did is really funny, really funny. I don't even have to tell you what the mods were for. You probably already know. uh, it's always so funny to see because it takes like no time at all. Now someone who did that. Yep. I know someone who did too. It's really fucking funny. I mean, both of them technically could be if you think about them. long enough, but they're really funny. And I respect it. I respect the hell out of it. Uh, God, I've gotten a very good giggle out of that now. Oh, my sides hurt. Can confirm, by the way. Yeah. Meow. Bum, bum, bum. Yidari, Astra, and Evelyn are just as much fun as Caesar, Astra, and Evelyn. Yeah, I could see that. Also, I appreciate so much that most of your team comps are just Astra and Evelyn plus a third. I appreciate that you have the lesbian couple and their friend as a team comp squid. I mean, it makes sense. They're a fucking couple. It's not even like subtle. It's really not subtle. And I so very much appreciate that. uh, the lesbian assassin. Evelyn is so fun. I love Evelyn so much. The gayest team and lighter is a common team comp. So you reminded me, funny story. Lighter's VA is also the VA for Dredge and Bale from the latest Destiny expansion. And I had a really good realization moment for that. Ma, ma. Well, I am Danny, and I play a little bit of everything. Sometimes. Ma. Mostly things that activate my hyperfixations. The lesbians plus the bodyguard that just kind of showed up. Bit of a fun aunt who has a lot of stories she could tell. That's so good. Also, I I need to I need to settle my brain for a second because calling her Auntie Yadari is not something I was expecting to have run through my brain today. Tell me she doesn't have those vibes though. I can't. I can't tell you that she doesn't. Because she kind of does. Uh, Hugo, Lycon, and Lighter. Yeah. I like Hugo's weapon. Hugo's weapon's really cool. Pole dances with her rocket hammer. Yes. Yes, she does. And I'm very grateful. Why are you in trouble, Wilson? What's up? What is up? I need to stop humming that. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Wallet is crying. I could imagine. It's me whenever a Steam sale pops up and I know that I have to budget. Me screaming every time there's a fucking Steam sale and half my wish list is on sale. uh, yes, sort of. A very eldritch cat. Ba, 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 ba. Like, I ended up stocking up my entire backlog of stuff that I intend to play partially for stream and partially for me. One of those, however, was free, so I don't feel so bad about that. I just need to, you know, have the space to actually play it at some point again, because it's been ages. Because, you know, for some reason they decided, you know what? Everybody needs Warhammer Vermintide 2. So that's just there now. I haven't played that in so long. It may not be quite Left 4 Dead 2, but it's pretty solid for a horde game. Oh yeah, no, there was a period of time where Vermintide 2 was just free. I was like, oh, okay, sure. I'm not gonna say no. Vermintide 2 fun. It was pretty fun. I've come from my squishing. Hi, Aiko, squish. we do love a good horde shooter. Aiko squimped. And like some of the things I ended up picking up, I was like, yeah, these are fun. I still haven't played Back for Blood. It's okay. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't disappointed. Because if I remember correctly, unless they undid a little bit of it, it used a weird fucking card system. Which like kind of took you out of the flow a little bit. Because like I was excited for it initially when it was announced, and then I was like I waited, and then it came out, and then I saw more and looked more into it, and I was like, I don't know if I vibe with that system too much. And so people ended up redoubling their efforts on modding Left 4 Dead. Because why would you need a new horde shooter when you can play as the crew from Payday 2 in Left 4 Dead 2, complete with voice lines? Replaced Left 4 Dead. People thought it would be like a new entry in Left 4 Dead, like a spiritual successor. And it just kind of like didn't really Hit that. Receives new Left 4 Dead, looks inside, nothing like Left 4 Dead. Swing goes back to Left 4 Dead. Basically, that's basically what happened. That's basically what happened. Also, the difference is Left 4 Dead 2 is like kind of cheap as shit to pick up most of the time, and fucking Back 4 Blood was like $60. That's also like a big factor. Is like I could have Left 4 Dead 2 and mod the shit out of it because it's an old game and it runs smooth as shit. On modern hardware, it runs like buttery smooth on a lot of hardware. uh Unless of course you've completely bloated the fuck out of it with mods, in which case it runs less buttery smooth. Self-love Darktide. I played a bit of Darktide. Darktide was also fun. Darktide's also kind of a game where I feel like in order to really enjoy Darktide, you have to kind of also really enjoy Warhammer 40k. You can enjoy it without enjoying Warhammer 40k, but I feel like it makes it infinitely better if you enjoyed both of them. Try to Left 4 Dead, there's always Black Ops 3 zombies in the modding scene for that is popping too. It's really funny, the fact that it's specifically 3. It's really fucking funny that it is specifically 3. 100 mods in Left 4 Dead and still be fine. I mean, as long as they don't conflict a little bit. Sometimes you have mods that conflict a little. Oh, it shit. So it tracks. I mean, I think it went to shit before 4, but then again, it's Activision, and I have a long standing I have a long-standing hatred of Activision. For multiple reasons. Specifically zombies. That's fair. That's fair. I will forever laugh at the fucking failure that 7 is. And it's rightfully so. Then again, I haven't put much of any time into any of them after Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 is the last one that I actively played. How bad did it fail? Hilariously bad. So bad that even, like, a lot of, diehards, that bought it on Steam, finished the campaign and then got it refunded. There were a lot of people that got the game refunded because it was so bad. And it's really funny to me. Made food, time to snack. Let's go. Have some good foods. But no, like, 7's real bad. They also, you know... They also decided that they wanted to use a lot of generated assets because they're a piece of shit. There's not gonna be a COD release this year, bad. I wish they would be that self-aware. 6-2, but nowhere near as bad. Yeah, no, like, 7 is just blatantly, like... There's a lot of people speculating that they just had, like, a chat bot write the script for it, too. It's genuinely, like, everything that I've heard about it is that it is genuinely the worst fucking thing that they have ever churned out. And that's saying something for Activision. That's saying something. Because Activision's churned out some absolute fucking garbage. But goddamn, the bar was already low, but they managed to go under it. Uh, anyways, I will just say, like, it's done so poorly that this is the first time in, like, oh yeah, Bricky did an entire video where he played through it and then refunded it afterwards. I didn't like watch the whole thing, but I could tell the way he was talking. It was like he had a terrible fucking experience. Oh, but I was gonna say, like, this is the first time since I can't remember if it happened with Battlefield 3, but this is the first time that a Battlefield game has marginally outsold a Call of Duty in, like, years. Looks in pain in the footage from his stream. I could imagine. I could imagine from everything I've heard about it that it do in fact be that terrible. Howdy, hey, struggling to find a fifth H-based greeting. Hi, Queenie. Hello. Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. I got pelted. I have been pelted. Uh, based a greeting, to be honest. Love that. Meow. God, it's just like I feel cathartic right now. Cathartic's the best way to put it because like I have apparently I have been needing to rant about shit, and damn, ranting about shit has felt good. Uh, hello to your pookies by spamming them with NSFW art. Uh, like crying when you're sad. That's true. Sometimes you just need to have a good cry. Sometimes you just need to sob uncontrollably into a loaf of sourdough bread. That was hyper specific. Normal bread do. I mean, it is still bread. To be fair though, I'm like never gonna say no to a good bread. I love bread. Unfocused cat gets distracted by bread. I got a few things I need to like wrap up. Ugh. Jesus Christ. uh Oh, that's what I've been meaning to do and I keep forgetting to. I need to throw more mods into Dead as Disco. That's what I was gonna do. Video CEO made a fatal mistake of asking the internet to stop being mean. Yeah, him and Microslop CEO. They have poked the internet bear that is going to uh I almost said it's gonna make them wish they were in a COD lobby from the mid 2000s instead, but no, that'd be about the same. Except maybe not as many slurs. Yeah, no. There are mod where you can actually play the game without it just being a demo. Uh, I'm excited for when the game actually comes out because that's gonna be really fun. Plies and quotes are just nah. We're gonna be meaner. Yeah, no. There's one thing you don't do, which like they don't understand the fact that you don't tell the internet what to do. You don't tell people on the internet what to do. uh it's beautiful, honestly. It's a beautiful thing to see them not understand the amount of the amount that they have fucked up. Uh it's like also yes, the man responsible for making the decision to reduce the production of GPUs in the coming years to instead pivot to sell them to data centers instead. Of course, of course you can expect the internet to be super kind and grateful to the person that's making buying computer parts more expensive. Stairs. No, you totally won't piss off every single person who is interested in building and or upgrading a PC. Totally not. Thank you for the hydrate. Hi, Bucket. Oh, it's just some things are just so beautiful and so funny. Uh, why don't you like this thing that only benefits us? Why don't you want a thing that listens to you constantly and tracks all of your data and uses up the water it takes up entire town? All the electricity feeds you garbage information. uh, I I still can't get over the fact that fucking Dell out of all of the companies is like, people don't want this. Consumers don't want this shit. Fuck, did this one get this message? Games Workshop being like, we aren't using this AI crap? Yeah, I mean, to be fair, uh, Games Workshop rejecting AI is pretty canonical to, it's pretty canonical. It makes sense for them. It's just like, that's a pretty Warhammer decision. Fuck this AI. Uh, but yeah, no, like, fucking out of all of the companies to say, like, consumers don't want this, fucking Dell. You know you have to be so far up your own ass for Dell to beat you to the realization. Like, Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Also, like, I don't know Warhammer, but I'm pretty sure they're also the ones constantly going, "No, I love my factions equally," and then the Space Marine. Yeah, that is also true. People want to use the Harvest Your Data machine to have access to confidential information. Why aren't they glad to hand us their $1 billion information? Uh, God. I'm sitting here with my popcorn and my drink ready and waiting for that fucking bubble to pop and the fucking floor to just collapse underneath all of them. It'll be great. Through the 5 to 8 years of hell with the Fallout. Get on with our life. Second to last nail in the coffin of capitalism. Uh, the AIs we actually like tungsten cube. Yeah, no, like when the bubble pops, the only places that's actually gonna like appear is probably like majority in like hospitals specifically for like diagnosing. I think a little bit. I think I may be missing that one, Squid. I pat the squid. Oh, the fucking oh. Ah. Ah. Okay. Okay. I see. Yeah, I do. Because, like, I will also say, I appreciate the amount of, like, hardcore hatred that exists for AI. I do need people to, like, be educated on what is generative AI and what is not generative AI. That's the distinction that we really need. Cubone and kept arguing about why she needed it. That's funny. That's just funny. I'm not gonna lie, I thought about putting a tungsten cube on the throne. I thought about it at one point. Do I need it? No. Would it be a pain in the ass to get in my room? Yes. Would someone fund it? Probably. And that's the part that concerns me. uh, Veteran software engineer and they hate devices. Yeah, it's true. It's very true. Train AI to behave like VTubers, they turn into massive gremlins. Yeah, it's pretty accurate. High profile companies like Dell, Capcom, Games Workshop, and Bandcamp saying, yeah, no, this is dog shit. Yeah, it's good to see some, like, understanding. Give me VTuber Pinky and Brain Energy. Kinda, yeah. Someone. Aiko, you're adorable. 1 kilogram tungsten cube, which is only like 2 inches across. Yeah, it's also heavy shit for how small it is. Tungsten's fucking dense as hell. And here's the thing. If I get anything heavy, I have to carry it upstairs. My stairs are steep. I live on the second floor. Can't lift a cube. I mean, I can. Then comes the question of where am I gonna fucking put it? Where am I gonna put the fucking tungsten cube? No tungsten cube, fine, and then put an RGB toothbrush. I mean, I could put it on my desk. I get concerned when it comes to dense objects. A kilogram is just 2 pounds. You know, that makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense. That's not that big, actually. I'm head empty right now. I'm gonna be real with you. I've been ranting. Outside of ranting, there's not a whole lot going on in this head. Elemental cubes. Handy barrier against the uranium. Something only 2 inches long in all directions still weighs 2 pounds. Be booty shorts so we can see you in the dark. God, that's really funny. Neutron star material. Oh god. Uranium. Oh, mine. Amazing. Your favorite isotope of uranium? That's so funny. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's a pretty Ico answer. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. 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 Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. I hate searching in this age of the internet. I have beaten that. I'm gonna be real with you, Squid. I have beaten that shit out of my browser as hard as I possibly can, and basically like forced it to only be fucking web search. I've even stripped it out of my fucking Windows. I went scorched earth with that shit. I ripped fucking Copilot and Edge out of my fucking Windows like that one scene in Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom where he's trying to fucking rip Indy's heart out. I tore that shit out of there. Trying to get information for examples for cat. Trying to find an easy rationalization of what a cubic centimeter is. Centimeter is the amount of space a small cube that is 1 centimeter in all dimensions would take up. Claude had the robot till it stopped. Fucking insane. What is the floor also made out of? Floor? Yeah. It's like, it's the so, like, Stuff like that is the sole reason why I just ripped it out of as many things as I possibly could, because it's stating the fucking obvious in a flowery fucking prose. It's not telling you shit you need to know, it's just repeating the same shit that you just basically said. That's all it does. It doesn't do anything helpful. It just repeats the same shit over and over again. It's complete fucking garbage. This ain't AI though. That's even worse. That's even worse. What the fuck? Peace returned of a math website. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Uh. Uh. Jesus Christ. God damn. Bum 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 bum. Bada 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 bada. But no, like I have been on like the path to try and like at least do my best to rip that out of everything that I use, because like fuck, at the very least I've noticed my fucking PC runs fucking better anyways, because it's not wasting a shit ton of power having that shit on all the goddamn time. Stairs. Shook some information out of the internet. Yeah, you got information. Squid has found the information. I don't know why I said that so like softly. I'm in like full goober mode right now. Maximum goober engaged. I'm being completely. Oh well, I'm off screen now. Well, there I go. And I'm back. Oh, it's still so funny. It's so funny. Come on. Thank you for the boss check and hydrate. Thank you. A sugar cube is roughly 1 cubic centimeter. Roughly, given the wonkiness of, well, expecting sugar to stay in one shape. PC makes funny noises if I'm not on it, like it's using 99% power. It could be using more than you think. Like, I have some meters and stuff to keep track of what's going on, and right now, currently, with my entire setup on, it's barely pushing, like most of the time it's barely pushing like 15% of the CPU, and 47% of my RAM, 17% of my VRAM. That was neutron star material. That sugar cube weighs 66.1 billion pounds. Jesus Christ. That's some dense matter. The fans kick on and they never do that. Yeah, it sounds like it may be doing something in the background. Which, I'll be honest, that's one of the first things that I went through is going and hacking at background programs. That's dense as cat ass. I love that. That's great. That's great. I love it. I love it. You were on the same wavelength there. It's great. uh, that's so fun. I should not have had to do that much effort for a Danny has a fat butt joke. Internet. Amazing. Popping baby versus hydrogen bomb. Oh. Aiko, I want you to know every time that I hear that meme pop up, I just think of fucking War Thunder. Because someone that I watch make War Thunder videos uses that fucking meme a lot. It just correlates to the game for me now. 66.1 billion pounds or 66.1 billion pounds. Uh, God. Oh, amazing. That's just amazing. Holy shit. My sides hurt. The other is a lot more. Uh, being sat on by that, I'm built different. uh, oh, Aiko. Uh, living my dream. Uh. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for the first time chat. I appreciate it. That's great. That's awesome. Uh. Oh. Well, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. I hope you're having a good day. I will becoming a booty tattoo. I can build talkative. You're killing me. I'm having a giggle fit now. What the fuck? uh, God damn. Oh, my sides. Oh, it's a good laugh. It's a good needed laugh today. God damn. Cat laughs are wonderful. I'm glad. I'm real glad. That was right. just going through, like, seeing what all that I had in the background. Meow. Desperately to explain to someone in my team. Does he pay for my Does he not want to see the free tribute? Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ! Uh, it sounds like someone's getting a bonk. God damn. Not bonk. I could freaking spell. I mean, it depends on the severity of the bonk. Like it doesn't have to be a physical bonk. It could be an existential bonk. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Mm. I'm not gonna lie, that's a little funny. That's a little funny. You know, scrolling through my, like, library of games, I always forget the fact that I have the original Payday. I had the original Payday before I could actually properly play it. Also, looking on fucking Steam outing me, telling me the last time that I played the original Payday was in 2021. Oh, oh god. Uh, exactly. Staring at several games I picked up on Winter Sale. Squid, I'm staring at one that I picked up on the Winter Sale that I'm like, I want to play this, but it's also fucking huge. It's huge and time consuming. And when I say huge, I mean storage space on top of actual game content. Game fatigue is real. That's true. Nope. It is, yes, it is huge. It is huge, and I was actually really excited to pick it up for the price that I picked it up because it's, not super old. And, for those of you that are curious what game it is I'm talking about Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. I'm staring at it, and I am probably going to try to play it at some point. Thanks for money, great. Yep. Hi, Zoe. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. I stare at this game because it is 90 fucking gigabytes. And I'm like, fuck. It's so big. That's also, kind of why I have not reinstalled Helldivers yet, because, like, I know they mentioned reducing the fucking file size of it, Steam is still telling me that it's over 100 gigs, and I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. Stares at you. Where is that file size reduction, motherfucker? It's 131 fucking gigs. Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. It doesn't need to be that big. Yeah, it's like it theoretically it should be 22. Sidelong at the 140 gigabyte Destiny 2 install. Yeah, 90 is a crazy number. That's why 90 is a crazy number. 20 Shiakimonos. Borderlands 4 after snagging it for below 60. I mean, to be fair, getting it below 60 is where it should be, to be honest. But, also, I will go ahead and preface saying this. If you're trying to play it on PC, you might want to look at Nexus mods for an engine tweak to make it run smooth. Small install is in the beta install options. Just gotta dig. Okay. Sword. That is... That killed me. That killed me. But God, it's so real. Borderlands 4 in what way? Borderlands 4 is on Unreal 5, yeah? That. It's on Unreal 5. That's all you need to know. I may be biased as hell. I fucking hate Unreal Engine 5. I have... most of you that have been around here have probably heard me go on, like, unprovoked tangents on how much I fucking hate Unreal Engine 5. That half-baked, unoptimized motherfucking piece of shit. Ratings have been heard. Yeah. Told me that joke was magic. They're provoked. Fair. Requirements go as the AI companies funding shirking goes. Yeah, no. The requirements are stupidly high. Single graphics platform, not AMD, not Nvidia, not Xbox, not PlayStation. It's like shit on a 5090. Yeah, that sounds like just Unreal Engine 5 by default. It's an auto battle thing. It's just for 2 specific farming modes. Oh, that's cool. I was actually able to get that engine to work with Expedition 33 because, of course, the tiny team knows what they're doing. They actually worked with it, but at the same time, I also saw like an in-depth dive into the game itself, and oh god, did they have to do some jank shit to get it to run smoothly, and even then, apparently it does not also run smoothly. I missed it, and we need it for all the other farming means now. Oh. Also, yeah, no, we really do. We really do. But yeah, no, like, I have a very, very, very strong hatred of Unreal Engine 5. And anytime it sends me into this fucking rant anytime that I see someone mention, oh, just, you know, update the game. The game engine needs an update. Just put it on Unreal 5. I'm like, motherfucker, I will beat your ass with this game engine. I Hi, Haru. Welcome in. I'm going on an unhinged fucking rant about Unreal Engine 5 and how much I hate it. Welcome to me. uh, hope you're doing good. Also, thank you, Squid. Thank you. Uh, yeah, like Unreal uses so fucking much resource. Like it uses so many resources. You want to know if you want to use like Unreal Engine, I can tell you a real fucking good version that actually like works real damn well. It's 3. 3 works pretty well. You know why I know that? Even then, it's not the base 3, but you want a good example of 3 working really well. Look at the Batman Arkham games. Those are on a really, really heavily modified version of Unreal 3. I have a tip. Don't. Exactly. That's the best. That's the best advice. Thank you, Hart. Thank you. Use Unreal for college classes and how easily it will destroy itself. Yes. You literally have to fight it to keep it from tearing itself apart. I hate it. I hate the engine. I hate it so much, and I hate how much people push it. I hate it so goddamn much. I have such a fucking deep-seated hatred of Unreal 5. You have no idea. I don't understand the exact depths of which it will try to destroy itself. Softlock the you softlock the editor? The editor? How the fuck does the editor softlock? Never used Unreal, and I have my complaints about Unity, but damn, it's actually hard to truly break Unity in comparison. Yeah. I know about Unreal Engine is 4 because games like Guilty Gear and such. Yeah, no, like, the amount of people that glaze the fuck out of Unreal Engine, like, genuinely upsets the fuck out of me, because I know for a fact how much of a piece of shit Unreal is. And I hate it. I hate it so fucking much because the game engine itself is not optimized. Unreal 5 was half-baked when it was pushed out. It wasn't complete. So, anything on it I distrust immediately, unless I know for a fact that the dev team behind it put a stupid amount of time basically fighting that goddamn engine to make it work. And even then, good luck running it on anything higher than medium graphic settings, because it will most likely require frame generation to even run higher than 30 FPS. Play obscure Japanese text-based adventures until having fun is the point again. Indeed. To remember autosave cache certain things so it can launch in the same state it was last closed in, which is actually great. Completely functional thing and great asset to have that genuinely helped me a couple times while I was in class. But like, I'm going to be real with you. Anytime I see the Unreal Engine 5 logo pop up when I'm launching a game, I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to turn the graphics down because the game's gonna run like shit if I don't. And even then, it might still also run like shit. Unless I know the dev team were given time to basically take a jackhammer to the fucking thing to make it work. Which makes me wonder how many like studios are just like Stockholm syndromed to UE5 right now. Like, I genuinely want to know how many are doing it just because they're like afraid to switch. Because, yeah, like, it feels like a lot of them. Because, like, there's a few engines out there that will run real, real nice on modern hardware and don't use a whole hell of a lot of processing power. Like, I'm even going to say this. Like, aside from it kind of running a little bit like ass on because it wasn't really like optimized super well, the RE engine is not bad, and I hope they work with that a little bit more because it can run pretty well when you know, optimize shit. World got significantly better. Well, not World. Wilds got significantly better when they like started working with it. Needs a little bit more, but I'll take any kind of like actual progress. Built on a Scratch engine that is inspired by UE5. It is UE5. It's not a Scratch engine. That was disproven. It is just a modified version of UE5 with their own lighting that kind of bugs out sometimes. It's weird. It's kind of hard to explain. It is built on UE5. Yeah. Okay. I'm so far in the fucking rant right now. I am going in on everything. I've got a lot. I've got a lot of like built up, built up aggression toward that game engine. uh, Running for Wilds. I don't want to see the game constantly reload texture between 5 levels of detail every time I turn the camera. Yeah, no, that's the big thing. Hi Nia, welcome in. I'm ranting about game engines, specifically Unreal 5. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're excited for tomorrow's goobing. I'm excited for tomorrow's goobing. Because I'm also going to say this too. Thank you for the hydrate. Speaking of goobing, reminding me, the game engine that Destiny is built on is a modified version of Halo Reach's engine. It's at this point so full of fucking spaghetti code, but at the same time, the fucking spaghetti code is kind of endearing. It's probably hell to fucking work on, but it's really fucking funny with the bugs. Still fucked up waking up Tuesday thinking it was Thursday. I am so sorry. I was just trying to get some ideas for Thursday. I pat the derg. I pat the derg. Uh, like TF2's coconut levels of spaghetti. I mean, honestly, it probably is. I'm gonna be real with you. It probably is. Like, I think at this point, if you were to remove something like Telesto from the game would probably stop functioning. Which is pretty funny in and of itself. uh, God. No, remove, only worsen. It's kind of funny. Like, the other thing that I'll also say, if you want to know a game with an engine that works fairly well without a whole lot of bad, but no one can say it's boring. True. The game engine provides a lot of fucking absurdities, and I'm kind of here for it. I like the funny bugs. The funny bugs give it character. But if you want another option for a game with a unique engine that works pretty well considering its age, I would even say Warframe, the engine that Warframe runs on is pretty solid. It's been working for about a decade, around a decade, with some adjustments here and there. It's still jank as hell. Some of the stuff is still really jank, and I've been really noticing when it gets real jank. It definitely shows that it is an older engine. And it's kind of funny. Clean it up for D3, right? D3 is still happening. It's still funny. It's still funny to me. Like, maybe it might have happened if Marathon uh didn't go into production. Excited for the Division 3. Aren't they making the fourth one now, Nia? When paint job and all textures go poof. He did do that. I think honestly that's the fun of it. But I do need to laugh about this with y'all. Yeah, what's up? That may have caused the problem. Marathon's a fucking disaster. All 3 on Anthem 2. Uh so fucking funny. So fucking funny. I still can't believe how fast they fucking bailed on Anthem. They like yeah, the game was like dead on arrival for their own doing, mind you. But Jesus Christ. TZZ Muted and a compilation of Nintendo music playing. I just had a great time bashing enemies with Yudari's hammer to the DK. The intro music. That's incredible, Squid. That's great. Oh, I had to fix my headset. My fucking arms go flailing everywhere. Oh. Speaking of game engines that work but are kind of shit to work with, reminded me of fucking Frostbite. That EA kind of like forced all of their subsidiaries to use for a while. I have heard the Frostbite engine's really pretty and can do a whole lot of things pretty well, but I have heard it is a pain in the ass to actually work with. And given the fact that that came from DICE, the people that seem to be really fucking good at working with it, I would be inclined to trust that information is correct, that it is a bitch and a half to work with. Especially given that, like, everyone else that worked with it wasn't DICE had a real fucking hard time making shit that's hard to work with. I know, right? That game that shut down on release day and was folded instantly like a year ago. Oh, Concord? The Sony funded game that spent 8 years in production only for them to shut it down within a week of being out. Because it was a combination of a weekly episodic story and a hero shooter with, like, not the best balancing. And a not to be rude, but not the best art direction. Has no face. It's a color out of space. What the fuck? What the, what the fuck? What the fuck, Theo? My god, that's so fucking funny. When you explain why it was bad, it makes a lot of sense. The thing is, like, the problem is they tried to make a hero shooter with a weekly episodic story, and during the beta, people found out in order to level up to upgrade the stuff on each of the characters, it was faster to just immediately jump off the map and team wipe. It was faster to level up stuff by losing than it was actually winning the games. So people just started losing on purpose, and it was a race to see who could jump off of maps faster. So it was kind of a train wreck. Yeah, that it was. Concord had a lot of things wrong with it, and one of the things I'm pretty sure was they had no, like, unified direction. It was a I'm sure there were a lot of shakeups that happened during its 8-year production time. And from things that I have heard, Sony is not necessarily the best to work for, unless you are their golden children studios. Stares at Last of Us Studio. I'm not even going to call them by their actual name. I'm calling them Last of Us Studio because that's all they've gotten to make till the next game comes out. And also a God of War. If you're not one of those games, you're probably not getting a whole lot of good treatment from Sony. Aside from, like, maybe Sucker Punch. Since August has told me tonight or tomorrow I'll finally get my art. Yay! Let's go! Same problem that ZZZ's event mimicking Fall Guys had? Yeah. Basically, yeah. Basically that. It was just faster to throw on purpose than it was to actually, like, win. Sony to bring back Infamous and Crash. Well, they can't bring back Crash. Because remember, Wilson, Sony sold Crash to Activision, so they no longer own Crash. They also sold off Spyro, if I remember correctly. You want to see a company really fumble a bag? Like, you watch Sony long enough, you'll see a company that's really good at fumbling bags. Should have fought harder to keep Crash. They should have. Move on to Boulder projects. See, the thing is, though, they were riding the high from Uncharted. And I'm pretty sure, like, they expected to do more stuff like Uncharted, which is kind of why you can see a lot of Uncharted's bones in the original Last of Us. Which, I don't know how many people actually clocked that, but there's a hell of a lot of Uncharted bones in Last of Us. It's very Uncharted. But yeah, to paraphrase overly sarcastic production, nothing owns Sony quite as hard as Sony owns themselves. Yep. Sony, the company that has very clearly, like, they have so many studios capable of delivering incredible games that have great narrative. Also, Sony, capable of making the dumbest decisions that turn players against them in a matter of seconds. Given the fact that they managed to blow almost the entirety of the goodwill that Helldivers 2 had upon its launch window, to eventually having to apologize and walk back a whole hell of a lot of it. Because Sony. Would have been Charted Bones, though. Yeah, no, it absolutely. That's really funny. That's funny. That's good. But no, like, I'm happy. I am happy they're letting Sucker Punch make, like, they let Sucker Punch make more games. Because from everything that I've heard, Ghosts of Tsushima and Ghosts of Yotai are really fucking good games. Which I could understand that, because Sucker Punch is really good. I do also agree, though, that I would like to see them make another Infamous, or, you know, at the very least, remaster Infamous. Stairs? No, clearly the industry is wrong. Astrobot, genuinely fun game, winning Game of the Year numerous times, and Sony's admission that they didn't give a shit about it. Yeah, no, that was the game that they gave the least funding to that year. The game in production that they gave the least funding to. One of the smallest teams making a game that they wanted to make. And it became Game of the Year because it's just a charming little platformer. Collectathon. Entirely efficient in producing quality product. Everything needs to be a franchise, a universe that makes all the money. Sony at Bungie after Bungie shot themselves in the foot. Where did you learn how to do this? I learned it from watching you. It's true. It's true. It's a full circle thing. Good on the head of that team, basically winking at the camera during his speech and admitting without admitting, yeah, we mimic Mario's design principles with this. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, it kind of goes to show that people outside of the Nintendo sphere are hungry for games like that, and nobody makes them. Aside from indie studios. Which is befuddling to me. There's also something important to remember about that. Team Cherry is a small studio, but they also do contract people outside of the studio to help with production. It is important to remember all of the orbiting studios and developers that helped get it to production. You gotta thank everybody involved. Thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, that is also true. Lampshading the whole problem with the industry when how many of the fucking trailers at this past Game Awards were modern setting, realistic looking shooter, or dark fantasy Souls-like. I think the main thing with a lot of those trailers is just like, they kind of just look the same. Like, even when they were different settings, they kind of just look the same. Because so many of them are on Unreal 5. And Unreal just looks like Unreal no matter what you do to it. And it's got a look to it, and I get really tired of it real fast. How many there were because they all blended together. They did. They all had the same kind of graphics, and it doesn't look super interesting. Queenie Go Badge 99. Yeah, have a good rest, Queenie. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate it. Ah. Goofy, colorful games seem to stand out. Yeah, that one game that made me upset that it was Switch exclusive. That co-op game that I can't remember the name of because I got really sad that it was Switch exclusive. Ace Combat 8, though, that was really wild. Yeah, the retro anime style one, yes. That one looks like something I'd be really, really excited to be doing in shooters. Oh, yeah. The Splitgate guy, who, because of that, the second game, like, failed so hard that they relaunched the first game. Which, by the way, they're trying to relaunch the first game. You killed the second one so hard that they're trying to relaunch the first game. Such a fucking asshole. God. It's just like... Jesus. Looking it up, tell me the name of the hero shooter they showed at the end of, the last Game Awards that has gotten no advertising since. High Guard? The only reason I know the name of it, yeah, partially because of a meme and partially because of, isn't its fucking demo supposed to be out, like, this week? I was trying to make a point, but yeah. I know. I swear if we're thinking of the same, we might be. We might be, Squid. Yeah, it reinforces the point that the only reason people know about it is because of a meme and not its actual trailer. it's the thing is, it's like the art style of it is just fucking boring. Like, I could live with it being a hero shooter if it has like some intricacies to it. Like the destructible environments kind of gives a little bit, but like it just looks boring. Stuff looks too it looks too photorealistic in some bits, and it's like you have some photorealistic elements and then you have the fucking fantasy shit. It's like if you're gonna do like fantasy and stuff in there, fucking go for it. Get creative, get wild. Like fucking full send. Don't like half-ass it. Like that's like half-assed. Nobody's gonna get excited for half-assed fantasy. You got a whole ass fantasy, you know? Doing next to no advertising for a hero shooter, resulting in the game that's dead on arrival. Where have I seen that before? Yeah. Gotta go full ass fantasy. Exactly. Yes. Have the gall to think, oh yes, we can completely outdo the unkillable TF2 and the behemoth Overwatch and anything that filled in the Overwatch 2 failure gap. Yeah, no, there was too fucking many. And too many of them are trying to do that, but also not have a, like, a unique art style. The only, like, things looking cool and fun is bad, realistic only, so mid 2000s. Everything with the fucking, like, washed filter on it, basically, again. Still maintain, would have made Concord actually successful. Hell, any of these wannabe arena shooters. Let's say it's Squid. History is less than a year old. True. Seems to be a goal for big game studios, and here I am not giving a shit about that. Yeah, no. Over the past, like, year, I have had way more fun playing the indie games that have unique art styles and, like, don't look photorealistic, partially because they run like a fucking dream on my computer, and I can actually stream them. You know, that's another thing about it. I can actually stream them on, like, decent quality. Just saying. They're more fun. Want to do it? Have a unique idea? Yes. Dump the arena, dump the PvP, make it a cool as hell cooperative process, like in Concord's case, make it co-op sci-fi space heist. Hey, Squid? I think there actually is a game that is co-op sci-fi space heists that is out, like, in early access right now. It isn't a hero shooter, but it does have that fucking formula. It is. There you go. Thank you, Aiko. It's is it Jump Ship or Jump Space? I know it changed its name recently. It's one of those two. But it actually sounds kind of neat. You actually get to crew a ship. That's not proving my point, though. Yeah, true. But you're also kind of describing Battleborn. Which, goddamn, I'm so fucking pissed that they jumped ship on that game. Because they tried to market it like Overwatch. That game was fucking cool. Want more of it and potentially to try it, yeah. But yeah, no, like, they need to stop, like, making an abundance of insert popular game genre here. Like, there's too many goddamn extraction shooters. There's too many goddamn hero shooters. Demo during Next Fest was fun. What's up, Mia? Watching some friends play a game in early access, Cat. I think you would really like. Well, Unreal Engine 5 was mentioned and the entirety of stream went careening down new rails. Just find it funny. Yes. Far Far West. I have seen Far Far West. It does look interesting. It is also something with a very unique art style. The only thing that concerns me is how like resource intensive it is to run it. That's the only thing that I'm kind of like sitting there like I could probably play it. I don't know if I could stream it, but I could probably play it. It looks like a little hungry. High ground. Imagine if they leaned more into fantasy aspect. Imagine if you and your team picked different fantasy warrior archetypes and the game said, alright, cool, raid this castle and make off as much loot as you can. And hey, there's a haunted graveyard out there somewhere spitting out zombies. Go find and smash the cursor. It would be cool. Like, it would be cool. It won't go away because there's an easy pitch. And for investors, yeah. And to be honest, that's where the real problem. That's where the real problem with games is. Investors. That's where the real problem comes from. Pretty well when I was watching them play it. They were streaming on Discord and everything. You know what? I can actually, like, let you all in on a little behind-the-scenes peek here in a second. Stupid arena fighting or nothing. Just fun unga-bunga hijinks with all the fantasy tropes. Do a game that does this exact formula in spades? Oh, do tell, Squid. Do tell. Deep Rock Galactic is exactly... Oh yeah, no, that kind of... No, that's pretty right. That checks out. That actually checks out really well. That checks out really well. Honestly. That's pretty accurate. I'm excited for their roguelite mode. I'm really excited for that. Oh, I say mode. It's a separate game. Phone. Jesus. You pick your archetype, you customize, you and the rest go unga bunga through a cave or whatever the fuck, and then you leave. Yeah, pretty much. It's just fun. That's, to put it quite simply, that is the quintessential game. It is just fun. It is fun. You don't need to overcomplicate it. I mean, hell, look at one of the most popular, some of the most popular games of the past, like, year and a half. Balatro. Simple. Fucking Mega Bonk exploded. Simple. Like, it doesn't take hyper-realistic graphics or a super complex story that you have to read 9 billion in-game lore books in order to understand what the fuck is going on. You just need a fun. You need a fun game that works. I like that the requirements for a good game is just fun and works. The requirements for a good game, fun, works. That's it. Everything else is just icing on the cake. Works optional. Me ranting that the game industry desperately needs to leave competitive stuff on the shelf and embrace cooperation. It'd be cool. Magic Robot Space Cowboys go do what being that entails. Yeah. I'm gonna be real with you. It's kind of why, like, one of my favorite series of games that I have played and I need to play again is the No More Heroes series, because it doesn't take itself seriously at fucking all. It's just kind of a batshit insane experience game. But then again, it's a Suda51 game, and Suda likes games. Suda likes games. Shit, like, it's just for kids, and the natural response is to go no and make something adult and dramatic and an actual thing. Yeah, it's like, you can make just a fun game. Like, you don't have, like, it ain't that deep. Like, you can make games that are more profound and have, like, a deep, compelling story, but, like, you own that. If you just kind of, like, half-ass it and just do it to do it, like, why are you doing it? What motivates you? What motivates you? Good chance of ruining more lives than Henry Kissinger, but in a fun way. I mean, there's a reason, like, roguelites are, like, one of my favorite game genres. It's partially because they're, like, infinitely replayable, for the most part. You can pick them up, play them for an allotted amount of time that you need to pass, and you're good. You have entertainment for that period of time, and then you can go do something else. That's the other. Okay, I'm gonna do a little rant here. One of the things that I wish more games would understand is that it is okay for people to play other games. It is okay for people to play one game for a while, take a break, play something else, and then come back at another time. You should not have to only play one game. It's okay to play more than one game. That's why there are so many of them. They're a different experience. Because, like, the longer you spend on one thing, the more like time you have to find things you don't like about that game. Or the more the more chances that little things are to set you off about that game. You like, take a break. Take a break from the game. Go play something else. Refresh your brain a little bit. Play one game, they, like, pay so much more for it. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, it's kind of why so many of the free-to-play games have existed for so long, because, like, they may be free to play, but the microtransactions and any kind of, like, either the grind or the microtransactions are inherently a little predatory. But that's how they keep going. That's how they keep existing. Like, they exist because people play them like a second job. We'll have all the time for our all-consuming game, but never anyone else's? Yes. It's like, it's kind of why, if I'm honest, it's kind of why MMOs as an entity have been starting to, like, teeter off. Because I think we're reaching the another point where hardcore MMO players are just getting burnt out again. And an MMO player jumping from one MMO to another is not going to alleviate that burnout. My god. Notion of the attention economy? Yes. Exactly. Make a good free-to-play game and people will be happy to go, yeah, I'll buy the starter pack. It's worth it to basically buy the game. Yeah. Like, they'll have starter packs, and then after, like, a year or so, they'll have, like, cosmetics, and then after, like, another year, they'll have boosts for people that just start the game but want to join their friends, and then they'll have, like, extra packs for more cosmetics, and you'll have little bits here and there, and you'll have, like, furniture if there's housing, because, like, as time goes on, uh, and a lot of these games don't have the subscription based model that MMOs have, they try to find ways to keep the studio funded. And when I say keep the studio funded, I mean namely the people at the top of the studios funded, because you know we got to pay for those import vehicles and their oversized houses, because you know for a fact the people that actually make sure the game work are not getting their bonuses. Stairs at most of the studios. But yeah, no, like I it is one of the things that keeps me fresh on a lot of games is I have stopped playing them like they are my job. Wealth tax now. Real. Honestly, real. Make it a good game and price things reasonably, and people will be happy to pay for the dev time and server upkeep instead of being pure whale hunting. Yes, like I am okay with games that have like cosmetics in the like $1 to $2 range. If there are cosmetics in the $1 to $2 range, like every now and then, I don't care. I don't care about that. It's cosmetic. I don't normally get cosmetics unless I just really, really want them. So like fuck it. That's fine. I don't care. I don't care about that. Little tiny things like here or there. It's the same like logic that the team behind Peak talked about. Anything between like $3 to $5 is like, well, anything between $1 to $4 people consider, oh, that's just $2. Like you can justify like $4 and be like, oh, it's $2. $5 to $8, that's $5. People can justify that as like, it's just like a little bit more. It's like it's still like $5. Who gives a shit? It's $5. That's fine. And then 9 to like 12 people consider like $10. Trying to read it makes my donut brain hurt. Yes, it can make your brain hurt, but they're so fucking right for that. They're so right with that. They hit the nail on the head, because like it's easy to justify an expense if it's within a few dollars range of a very, very specific number, like the 5, 10, $20 range. It's really easy to justify stuff in that range because you're like, yeah, okay, it's like I can do that once in a while, it's fine. Like I can budget that in. It's no big deal. When you make it a repetitive thing, which I think this is kind of what's happening a little bit more to going back to the MMOs, like circling back to the MMOs here. There's still a handful of MMOs that have a subscription-based model for a lot of their things, and welcome to the day and age where free-to-play games are common and everywhere, and the subscription model kind of looks a little shitty compared to that. So, yeah, it's, not really that much of a surprise to see, like, subscription-based MMOs start to decline, because with the abundance of pretty solid free-to-play games and or pretty solid, not super expensive games, they kind of lose a handful of players or fail to get new players outside of the, you know, if they have like a free model. It's like subscription stuff is kind of like falling out a little bit. I get it. It makes sense. And especially depending on like what games you play, like it honestly might be better just to have the subscription model than to, you know, to outright buy some of the games. But yeah, no, like I can understand. I can understand why their numbers are starting to decline. The one thing that I can say though is because some of those games are so old, they have a pretty decent optimization for their game engines for the most part to dunk on something, but also the need to stay professional appearing. That's a mood, Squid. It's why I'm not going too hard on some of these. Let's go whaling video. And that makes me think that the price of microtransactions can't go low. Some of them can't. And I get why for their studios. Would I ever consider buying them? Hell fucking no. Abso-fucking-lutely not. I am really, really tight when it comes to budgeting because like I kind of have to be. And I won't throw stuff. So I can announce an AI division. Yeah. Are overpriced, but goddamn Umasumi feels worth it for a pseudo buy the game model. See the loving it is well, that's the thing, like the Umasumi stuff has a little bit of outside influence on it that I don't think I need to really super push what said outside influence on that and why it is the quality that it is. Person shares information on handmade customizable emotes making software. Tone deaf response from an AI group. Yeah, that's fair. Like, it's hard to deny the fucking, like, production that was put in. That's a lot of fucking production time. And I will never knock that. I just know that it was, it had some outside help to make sure that it was actually produced correctly. It's a funny thing that outside influence. Funny thing, outside influence. I mean, if you want to go to that thing, every single free to play game in and of itself is gambling at this point. Bit too simple for me. It is. It's one of those things where it's like it is very it's a stat sheet manager. That's basically what the game is for the most part. It's a stat sheet sim. Yeah. There's a reason why I was being vague. In the loosest sense, there's a lot. There's a lot more in games that you don't think. But anyways, I mean, to be honest, I don't spend money on any of the gacha games. But it's partially because most of them have really weird transactional things that make no goddamn sense. So I just don't. Plus, it's kind of easy to just do daily shit. Like, okay, sure, I can just have this on in the background. That's fine. But yeah, no, like, it's nice to be, like, freed of the feeling like you need to play one game constantly and kind of like bounce around a few, play some here and there. It's good. It's very good. It's something that when you see things trying to add more things to occupy your time, it's like they're getting a little desperate. That's fair. That's very fair. Ba, 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 ba. But, um, yeah, no, like when you see things adding more stuff to potentially like try to occupy your time, it's good to know that like, hey, I can do other things. I don't have to do this. Like, they're not paying me. I don't have to constantly do this. Also, it's good to just do different things to like refresh the mind and stuff, you know? Oh yeah, that's also true. Like that's just inherently the thing with like gotchas. Their whole thing is like benefiting on FOMO. But yeah, getting free from the FOMO is like a liberating experience. Like, oh, that's cool. That's cool for the people that want to do that. I don't care. The strongest tool against FOMO, I don't care. It is your strongest weapon against that. StarCraft 2 during the plague, watched some streamers and got the distinct feel that streamers for that game were pretty much trapped in that game and had no way out. That's how I feel when I see like people that stream and or talk about League. That's kind of what League feels like from an outside perspective. It feels like they're in Stockholm syndrome with that fucking game half the time. Just don't start paying for microtransaction. I know for like it can be hard to restrain yourself sometimes. So like I get it. Especially since some of them like to have like a handful that are pretty like low priced. It's very similar to what led to card scalping. But that's a whole nother bucket of worms that I don't want to fucking get into. Uh, but yeah, no, like it is just good. It's good to have a rotation of things to do and try out like new things. Don't put worms in my bucket. I appreciate you, Bucket. I appreciate you. Like recently, I've tried to add a few more games every now and then that I feel like Fumes. Fumes has been like real good for my brain. Like that activated some stuff that I haven't felt in years. Don't start buying them so there's no more. No, I'm gonna stay free to play starter pack and no more player. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because they will go off if a better game comes out because they love their game and don't want it to die. It's kind of true, but there's also like something that I saw a video on recently and I was like, damn, this thing is so fucking true. There is also the subset of people get that play a game like it's their job for so long that it becomes their entire personality. And then when they're like, okay, this game's done something that I do not like personally, I'm going to go play something else, but I'm always going to continue talking about this game I quit playing because it's my entire personality. I was like, damn. Damn, that video is not holding anything back. Free yourself. Free yourself. Become human. Is that hope that the game you once loved will be good, more appealing again? Like the thing that is with like games, you have to be like okay knowing that like okay, this game is no longer fun for me. It's okay to let go and find something else. Become the human Detroit wants you to be. No, Aiko, don't do that. You can't have shit in Detroit. It's still my favorite fucking bit. I hear that play in my fucking head so many times a day. But can't have shit in Detroit. It's a generational thing. Hi Newly, good to see you. Hope you've been doing well. But like, yeah, no, like, genuinely the most freeing thing for me has been doing the streams where I go through and do demos and try different games. Cause like, there's so many like good, inspired games have shit in the void either, considering how much this cat keeps stealing my shit. What the fuck? uh, part of your psyche, yeah. Like, fuck, I've played so many fun demos like over this past year. Like, there's a game that I really need to pick up when I can, and that game is Unbeatable, by the way. I am not sponsored in any way, shape, or form, but I need to play Unbeatable. It the initial white label and then the demo both like really clicked with me, and I need to experience the full game. Yes. So many of these smaller studios that have been putting out games have been putting out like unique passion projects and or like nostalgia trips with their own little spin on it, and it's so fucking refreshing because like big studio games have been getting really samey for lack of better words, and also for being mean. A lot of big studio games just kind of are looking and playing the same. Have you seen the Dinosaur Souls-like game? Yes. If it's the same one that I'm thinking of, it is the one that is made by one of the motion capture people from Ghost of Tsushima, or one of the like animators from Ghost of Tsushima. Which is kind of rad. Unbeatable from the song Square Up by Jamie Page made for that game? Yes. Un like I need to see the full Just fucking cheese me. Fucking cheese me in the middle of that rant. What the fuck? What the fuck? Can't believe. Can't believe. What's up, Squid? What's up? Fucking gritty on me. What the fuck? Seen the demo for it and it's crazy. It's fun. I like It's kind of Unbeatable is kind of a unique take on a rhythm game. I I really kind of vibe with it. I want to see more of the story of. I've avoided watching anyone do or talk about the actual story of the game because I want to experience it. So until then, I'm going to remain mostly in the dark, but appreciate all of the really rad art that I have seen from the game, because there's a lot of really rad art. Now square up, Jamie, keep going. Yeah, it's been cool, but yeah. Now, like I have been diving into the smaller games and or lesser known games because I have a few that I do also want to play at some point, like Witchfire. Witchfire is one I really want to sink my teeth into once it gets a little bit further on in development, because it has really changed since the first time I saw it, and it looks super fucking fun. Blockbuster movies might be somewhat entertaining, but just the same as the last one. Yes, that's kind of what it's getting. It's gotten to. I'm not going to say it's getting. It has reached that stage. Are there? It's kind of hard to tell some of them apart, if I'm being honest. But like, it's good to see some of these smaller studios making like really inspired passion project games, or just genuinely just something fun. It's good. I like it. It makes me happy. It activates the brain chemicals. Hidden gems can suddenly become so popular too, like Lobotomy Corporation, Fear and Hunger, Now Look Outside. It's good to see some of those games like get their flowers. It's nice. I like seeing stuff like that, because like a game that I recently played through that I had a whole lot of fun going through, because there's a here's a very wonderful person that wanted to share the game with me. I played through Little Goody Two Shoes not too long ago, and I really enjoyed it. I had a whole lot of fun with that game. It was very charming. And now I want to play through the game that was technically made before, but also story-wise takes place after, I believe, and play Pocket Mirror. But that's been fun. Been very fun. It is a really good game. I enjoy it quite a bit. I have considered at some point potentially doing a stream of it. Well, not a stream of it. It'd take more than one. It would take more than one to get through it. But it's good. It's a good game. I enjoyed it. Let's see. What was another one that I saw that I'm like really intrigued by? Oh yeah, Abyss X Zero is another one that I'm waiting for. Just because it looks like a fun experience of a 3D like platforming action game. You can definitely tell their inspirations, and I really want to see what they do with it, because it looks super fun. But I'm excited. I have been given some tastes of games to be excited about, and just the sheer variety of things with actual like fun unique art styles makes me real happy. I'm like, no joke when I say like playing these demos from these smaller studios kind of like reignited my love of games, because like it activated that part of my brain again, playing stuff that you can feel the inspirations that people had making them, and like Okay, like for instance, when I was playing Fumes, I was like, damn, that's like fucking that's like the feeling I got when I first experienced like Twisted Metal. Like shit, I get what they were inspired by. I feel this. There hasn't been a vehicular combat game in like a while, and it feels good. It's just fun. Me excited to try a game for the first time when Control comes back to me for Tentacled Tuesdays. Love that. See, that's the other thing. I'm gonna be honest too, Squid. That's another thing that I've been really enjoying about our streams on Tuesdays. Just because like I like uh I really, really like getting to share those games, and like us going back and forth has been so much fun. Keep pulling out weird shit. I mean, I got to go through fucking Overlord with you. I hadn't played Overlord in years, Squid. Like, it also like and Okami. I hadn't like played Okami at all before that. So like it's been hell. I did love it. Like that's something that I really like. I like doing the like getting opportunities to play more things and experience new things since I've like opened up to it, cuz like it's freeing getting to that point where you start trying new things. Like a little bit of trying new things, and then also like getting to share stuff that you like love with other people. It's good. It's something I love about that. It's a good game. It's a long game, but it genuinely is a pretty good game. Like there's a whole host of games that I could say like, oh, I really genuinely enjoy these games. Oh, huh, a game where you fight demons as a wolf. That's neat. By the end, happy, sobbing. Yeah, no, it's just genuinely a really really good game. Like I know at some point I have the plan to play through uh the chronological order of most of the games in the the Drakengard Nier series as well, because I want to share that. That is a long haul and a half of a series. And if I do it, I want to do it right. And by doing it right, it's gonna take a long time to get through all of them. But like that that would definitely be something for me to essentially share formative media for myself, because that series is very formative media for me. And it will make sense when I get to a specific character why that is formative media for me. But yeah, it's been good. It's I've been having a good time like planning more things to do and share with you all. And also just like getting to do some more things with some of the frames has been really, really helpful. Like at some point, I want to play some more Night Rain because I actually do have a whole lot of fun with that. And that is actually like a whole lot of fun, but that was partially down to the fact that I hadn't played a Souls-like game in forever, and getting to play a Souls-like game with friends, pretty fucking good. Pretty good. That's also kind of why I was excited to start playing Neo 2, because it's not necessarily a Souls game. It's partially inspired by them, and it feels good. Like I'm excited. I have a lot of stuff that I'm excited to get into. Like Monster Hunter Stories 2 has been a lot of fun. And it's I have been like vaguely talking about it during us playing it, but the team leveling mechanic that they have to speed catch up the rest of your party being a default feature of the game, it's kind of something is like a huge quality of life thing for me that I'm like, oh, mm, I I know something I really wish had this. Oh hi, thank you, Sarybot, for letting me know the ad break's coming soon. Uh, like I don't even have to tell you all where my brain went when I heard that was a default feature of it. You all know. You all know just as well as I do, like, what I'm talking about. It would be nice to have that for quality of life. uh, but yeah, it's just I'm re-entering my my game inspiration mood. What was it again? Uh, Monster Hunter Stories 2 has a feature built into the game where if you have party members that are lower than other party members, it gives them more XP to catch up. So their levels sort of start to normalize once they get closer to the highest level in the party. It just does that. It's pretty nice. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It slows down once they start getting closer to the level of the rest of the party, but like that initial boost, mm, mm, makes swapping party members in and out is nice. Yeah, a real good application of rubber banding. Whew. Let my ads play because I know I'm streaming a little later than I normally do, mainly because I started later, but there's a reason why I'm doing this, and you'll understand in a little bit. Assuming assuming someone is able to start streaming on time as well. But yes, I have been enjoying playing games again. Like fully enjoying playing and sharing games again. It's good. because like being opened up to this like whole new wave of like inspired smaller studio productions, it's like there's so many things that I initially missed out on when they came out, and getting to play them uh after the fact, I was like, damn, I see why so many people like these. They're just good games. That's nice. It's good. I'm happy. I'm very happy. And I can't wait to share more with all of you, because like hopefully next Wednesday I will actually uh have a game plan and play one of the games that I have, share some more stuff with y'all. Cause like there's some like hyperfixation games that I play that I have enjoyed for years that I don't really like stream a whole lot, because like I genuinely just kind of play them off stream, which, a little peek behind the curtain, it's real good to have some off-stream options. It's good if you are a streamer yourself. It's good to have some things to do off-stream. Because, like, you need a little something to vibe to relax with, you know? Something to refresh the brain. You can't be constantly thinking about, oh, I need to not play this because I'm not streaming right now. You gotta have something. You gotta have something so that literally everything you do isn't. Because like if you're at a point where everything you do is on stream, you lock yourself out of playing a whole hell of a lot. Or you have to do non-progressing things. You feel like compelled. And that's a rough cycle to get stuck in, mind you. It is a real rough cycle to get stuck in. Oh, is it live? Yeah! Fuck yeah. Okay. I can do this. I can finally fucking do this. You may have heard a little bit of it. I can finally do this, because, like, I'm gonna wrap things up here. Because, like, I have been talking non-stop for 3 hours. You all have gotten multiple rants out of me. But I want to do this because I don't get to do this very much. And I stalled a little bit today because I wanted to do this. I'm gonna raid the crab. Because I don't get to raid my friend too much. And it's extra funny because today is a stream that's very much Vil-coded. Nice to be an outlet for a rant. I'm so glad that you all appreciate my unhinged rants. And I guess this one wasn't very unhinged. This one was more fairly hinged, but more like vitriolic hatred of one specific game engine and then going from there. Yeah, it's good. It's been a good day. I enjoyed getting to vibe with you all and like talk. It's good. And tomorrow I'll be hanging out with the goobers. I'm going to be doing a live build tomorrow instead of just taking a suggestion. So, yeah, it's going to be a whole lot of fun. I'll see you then. And then Friday more Neo too. Yeah, thank you all very much for hanging out with me today. I hope you all have a good rest of your evening. Let's go hit that crab with some love. Bye bye, everybody. Bye bye.